Welcome back to the Super Soup Podcast, and today it is episode 57. Could you believe it? Episode 57 for Super Bowl 57. You love to see it. Today, we're going to recap the Divisional Round of Playoffs and give our predictions for the AFC and NFC Championship games.
Also have some news at the end of the pod, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, stay tuned for that. You heard the man. Because we don't have much, we weren't going to do just a separate video for just the predictions, so we just added them in. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first game I would like to talk about is the Texans and Ravens.
Oh, bro. Okay.
Poor CJ Stroud. Some dickhead made a meme saying, CJ Stroud when he can't find yak to feast on. Nah.
CJ Stroud is not a yak guy. Come on now.
Nah.
CJ Stroud is not a yards after catch guy.
No, not at all. Not at all. And honestly, CJ Stroud did the best he could. It was just...
Look, I want to say our problem with this game, I think it was Slowick.
Yeah, Slowick could not improvise. He could not.
And the offensive line wasn't really doing their thing for CJ.
Nope.
If Slowick wants a coaching job, that was definitely not the game to show them that he's worthy of a coaching job. So he's been about 50-50 this season. I think he should stay.
I mean,
I really don't. I mean, I can get into that later, but
if Brian Johnson can get a head coaching job, so can Slowick.
That defense had us locked up. That defense is really good. And their offense, Lamar just killed us. We held them to 10 points at the half. Then I don't really know what happened. Overall, though, CJ is probably a top 3 rookie QB of all time. I said it.
You said it.
I think he's a top 5 QB going into the next year. I think top 5 QB going in to play. I think he's rookie of the year. Okay, he is he is an elite. He's going to do amazing things years to come, and I'm proud of the season we had. We were not expected to go this far.
Yeah.
Win the division, win a playoff game,
and you guys
go on the road, and yeah.
A lot of people had your ceiling as 2 wins.
I'm happy with the season. And we get new jerseys in April, clean look. So, hey, I mean, it was a good season. Ravens, do your thing, and we'll get into the predictions later. But
yeah,
yeah.
Hey, Philly, come here. You see that? Linebackers making plays in the playoffs. Get a linebacker. We need linebackers. It is pathetic that TJ Edwards walked out of Philly without a contract because he wanted to stay in Philly, but Howie Roseman didn't even offer him one. And look at what he did on the Bears. He did pretty damn well. And we had what? Nicholas Morrow? Oh my God. Send him out of the league. I could not believe it. TJ Edwards is so goated. But hopefully we trade for Patrick Queen. I heard rumors that I'll bring that up for a quick extracurricular talk. Anyways, the Ravens, Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen duo were doing pretty well. The Ravens just had them locked up on defense. Just did it.
I bet that game would have been a little bit more different if Tank Dell was there.
Yeah, for sure. Madubuike had a good game. Had a huge game. That's why he should be an All-Pro. Then the next game is the Packers and Niners.
Man, look, this was a close. I don't think the Niners should have. The Niners barely won.
Which proves
I think they have a lot to worry about going into the championship game.
Yeah.
Sure, they're at home. I don't think it matters. The Packers went to Levi Stadium and almost won the game. Really?
Yeah.
Really, Brock Purdy, really? I don't know what was going on, but that should not have been that close. And I'm not trying to discredit Green Bay. They're a good team. They came in red hot. That game should not have been that close. With the team that San Francisco is and claims to be,
especially
they should not
defense.
that should not have been a fucking field goal game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So honestly, I mean, I honestly don't think Jordan Love should have made that play, and I am gonna stick with that because he panicked at the wrong time, which sold the game. If he would have just threw it out of bounds, he would have had another opportunity. But the lights were too bright for him, and I mean, I would consider him a rookie quarterback because yes, it's his third year in the league, but it's his first year starting, so it's technically counted as a rookie. So yeah, Jordan Love had the pressure on him. He threw it too short, and it got intercepted, and that sealed the game for the Niners. So that wraps up that. The next game we have are the Bucks and the Lions.
Dude.
Wow. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. Holy crap. Jared Goff looking like he's going to be in the Super Bowl, in my opinion. I mean, he's just on fire.
If the Lions go to the Super Bowl, I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Lions the rest of the way.
I am too.
I want them to beat the Niners. I think they can beat the Niners. Well, with predictions today. My bad. I'm getting ahead. I'm getting ahead.
Dude, I almost did too. It's funny though, like, cause I think it'll be very interesting to see. Baker Mayfield and the Bucks really tried to do it. They almost did. Mike Evans finally had a touchdown. That was a great way to end his season with the Bucks. And I bet he's probably going to go to the Chiefs in the offseason because he's looking for a ring, and his best opportunity is probably
Come on, Mike.
Chiefs.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Come on.
Texans.
Come on. We'll get you that number 13 too, Mike. Come on.
Who's the one I thought I saw wanting to go the Texans?
Everybody. You do not. I've seen on Twitter that Stroud, D'Amico, players have heard that people are wanting to come to Houston.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be great.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting to watch. The Lions also just signed today Zach Ertz. Eagles legend Zach Ertz.
Laporta clears.
He's just gonna ride for the bench. I mean, for the ring, honestly. Which I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Now this game, I am pissed off about.
Chiefs Bills.
Josh Allen, man.
Wide right. Josh Allen carries the Bills.
He really does.
Carries.
He needs. He
makes the Bills.
He needs to get
No. I think Josh needs a receiver. I think Diggs, it's time to go. I don't know if he's looking. I don't know if he's washed now or what. I don't know if he's not playing as hard. But dude, Stephon Diggs, man, he's like, and he complains after the games.
He's
like
a diva.
Dude, he had a fucking touchdown yesterday and just dropped it. Like, what the fuck?
Hold up, pause. Did you guys see that 80-yard bomb by Josh Allen that went right through Diggs' hand?
Yes.
Such an elite throw.
Here's what I think they need to do. I think they need to keep Khalil Shakir, get rid of Gabe, get rid of Diggs. They keep James Cook because he is a solidified RB1 now after this year. I like James Cook.
Running back now.
Josh is Josh, and Kincaid looks like he's going to have a bright future ahead of him. I think offensively, they need to trade for a receiver and then draft one, or sign a free agent, have him as the one, again, draft one. They got to do something.
Yeah.
Defensively as well. I think they're going to need a corner here soon. I think Tre'Davious is getting too old. He's too injury prone. But, I mean, you kick that goes right. Wow.
But like I said in the last pod, that ref crew bails out the Chiefs, and they did again this game. I mean, it's not the ref's fault that he missed the kick, but god dang these calls. Josh Allen was literally bleeding, and you didn't call late hit. Like, come on now. Man, I really wanted to see Bills Ravens in the AFC Championship game, but the Taylor Swift narrative is what carried them to win that. That's me. If Taylor Swift wasn't the narrative, Bills would have won. That's my opinion. I think the NFL scripted now with what I just saw.
Really?
Yeah, because there's no way they're having the shitty Chiefs with barely any receivers, just Rashee Rice and Travis Kelce, who is a one.
To be fair, credit to Kelsey. He had 2 TDs last night.
He did. Credit to him. He really showed up. But I don't know, man. Just it doesn't sit right with me. Like the Chiefs were a much better team last year.
It's football.
Well, now what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, that's all I was gonna say. Now to get into predictions, do you want to kick it off or do you want me to go first?
I'll kick it off. So for the NFC Championship game, AFC start. We'll start with it. No. Fuck it. We're starting NFC.
Okay.
NFC Championship game. We got the Lions going to San Francisco to take on the Niners. Look, I just said it a minute ago when we were talking about that game. I think the Niners are kind of in deep shit right now. I think that they have a lot to worry about. That Lions offense is explosive. It's highly talented with Amon-Ra. You got Laporta in there, probably the best rookie tight end. No, he is the best rookie tight end. What the fuck am I saying? They got Gibbs, they got Montgomery, and then, they got Jared Goff, who's balling this year. That defense, who actually kind of picked apart Tampa Bay. I think that San Francisco has a lot to worry about. And, for San Francisco not putting up as many points, keeping it that close with the Packers last weekend, they should have, I think that they have a lot to worry about. So, give me the Lions to go to the Super Bowl. Woo! 29-20.
Wow.
Weird score. I don't know what it is.
2-point conversion after getting 27.
Give me the Lions to go to the Super Bowl.
Man. He's got me fired up. Okay. Now to add on to that, Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell are a much better coaching duo than Kyle Shanahan is, in my opinion, because you know what Dan Campbell does that Kyle Shanahan doesn't? He fires his guys up. Kyle Shanahan does not do that, and you can see the heart that Dan Campbell has for the city of Detroit. He is literally made for Detroit, in my opinion. Like, he pours his heart out for that team, and he did not give up. And I believe Ben Johnson is going to showcase one hell of a fucking game to end up the Lions in the Super Bowl. Give me the Lions going to the Super Bowl for the first time in 32 years. Winning, what the fuck was my score? 33-30.
Okay.
Ben Johnson's going to make it work. Oh, and what I wanted to say is Josh Reynolds and Craig Reynolds are severely underrated. They had very big plays against the Bucs. Like Craig Reynolds with the rushing touchdown, and then Josh Reynolds with the deep passing receiving. So, yeah. The next game is the Chiefs versus the Ravens. You kick it off.
All right. So this one I'm really torn between. I don't know who to pick, me personally, so this one's probably just going to go like straight right now. Look, never count out Pat Mahomes. All I'm saying, but I think the Ravens are better rostered. They might be getting Mark Andrews back. I think they're going to be loaded on offense, right? Chiefs defense isn't terrible, all right? They held down a pretty decent Buffalo team. I didn't watch. No. Well, when they played the Dolphins, it was fucking freezing, so never mind. Chiefs defense hasn't been too bad this year. They got an All-Pro. I think a couple of All-Pros. Two.
I think so. L'Jarius Sneed got snubbed.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know. I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think the Ravens had the better defense. I think that linebacker group's going to get to Mahomes.
Really? No. Yeah.
Give me the Ravens going to the Super Bowl. Face the Detroit Lions 27-24. I think it's going to come down to a game-winning field goal. Justin Tucker's going to send them to the Super Bowl. Punch their ticket. Get in. Super Bowl 57.
Yeah, let's go. All right. Now, this is going to be a great... I think that the Ravens defense is going to overwhelm Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. The only quarterback to not struggle against the Ravens defense is one playoff team that was eliminated before they could even see the light of day to fight them. And that was Matthew Stafford and the Rams. He actually was the only quarterback to do well against the Ravens defense. I think John Harbaugh, I get confused. It happens.
Yeah.
John Harbaugh, I think him and Mike McDonald are going to coach up one hell of a game, overwhelm Patrick Mahomes, give him pressure because he hasn't been pressured in a while, and he's going to be pressured, but they're also going to have good coverage on guys like Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice. That's really all they need to take care of. So if they do that, they're going to have a great game plan, execute that really well, keep Isaiah Pacheco in check, and I have the Ravens meeting the Lions in the Super Bowl, beating the Chiefs 31-21.
All right.
And the last thing I want to say is, if the Lions lose, then the Super Bowl logo proves that the NFL is scripted.
I don't think so. I think that's just sheer coincidence.
I don't know. For the third time in a row this year, that's 3 Super Bowls in a row. That is freaking nuts. It was Rams, Bengals, and then Chiefs, Eagles, and now Ravens, Niners. That would be crazy. I hope the Lions beat them. So, honestly, in the Super Bowl, I would love that Super Bowl a lot because, honestly, I would be okay with whatever winner. Now, but if it's the Chiefs and Lions, I want the Lions to win, of course. But if it's the Niners, Ravens, I want the Ravens to win. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
But with the Ravens and Lions, that's such a likable game where I really wouldn't care who the outcome would be. But I kind of have my heart torn towards the Detroit Lions because Jared Goff, Dan Campbell, I think they deserve it, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, now let's get into some extracurricular talk. Extracurricular talk. If you made it this far of the video, welcome. Make yourself comfortable, grab a couple snacks, and enjoy the ride. Because what I would like to say is I had rumors where someone said that L'Jarius Sneed's going to be a free agent this offseason, and there were rumors that he's linked to going to the Eagles in the offseason. So, honestly, if he goes to the Eagles, cut Bradbury. Fucking trade his ass. Send him to Auschwitz for all I care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Titans do hire a head coach, offensive coordinator, whatever the fuck his name is from the Bengals.
Oh,
I don't give a shit.
Something, isn't it?
I'm not concerned in the slightest. I don't give a fuck. Okay. CJ Stroud owns that fucking franchise, and he will own that franchise for years to come. Okay. Mm-hmm. I watched them kick their ass. Will Levis, you aren't shit. Your fucking mayonnaise coffee. You aren't shit.
Get that shit out of here, bro. That's a disgrace.
Fuck the Titans. Texans are coming.
Texans on the rise, man. Another thing, since he brought up the Texans, it just reminded me of what C.J. Stroud did earlier. When he lost the game, who's your rookie? Will Anderson. Will Anderson was crying on the bench, and C.J. Stroud went up to him and said, "Hey, we're good." And he stopped crying and said, "Cap said we're good, so we're good."
Yeah, actually, that was the full quote. He said, "We're good. We're gonna be good for come." Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
Yeah,
but yes.
I oversimplified it.
Texans dominance.
I love it. Honestly, I have no bad blood with the Texans whatsoever. I like them, except when Deshaun Watson was there, but that's a different story.
Yeah, fuck Watson.
So let me think. Now Patrick Queen's also going to be a free agent. Oh no, it's either free agent or he's on his last year. So I would love to see the Eagles trade for him. I don't care if we give up a first rounder for him. Get him on the fucking roster. He's a dog.
Yeah.
He would be starting linebacker because linebackers make plays. Like with the Lions and Bucks matchup, we had I forget the linebacker's name, but he had the game-sealing interception. And linebackers is super important. And the fact we had Nicholas Morrow starting over Shaq Leonard, that kind of made me mad as hell, honestly. And thank God. Oh! Sean Desai and Matt Patricia are parted ways from the Eagles. Thank the Lord. Nick Sirianni met with Jeff Lurie and said he would like to bring in a former head coach, which I believe is going to be Frank Reich, like I predicted, as my candidate. And then for defensive coordinator, it's most likely going to be Ron Rivera, which I wouldn't be mad about, but I prefer Mike Vrabel because Mike Vrabel's got that chemistry. He's got that fire in him. He's just a winner. and I would like for him to be part of the staff, honestly. But
I think Vrabel wants a coaching job.
he wants a head coaching job. He wants the money, which I understand. He's a winner. I mean, but if he wants the Super Bowl and wants to go on the Eagles' defensive coordinator, I don't blame him either. But if he chooses to be a head coach, I respect that. If he chooses to be the Eagles' defensive coordinator, I respect that as well. Because he's him as coach. I'm surprised the Titans even let him go. Now, I hope someone takes Brian Johnson. Like, please. He just wasted a year of Jalen Hurts' career. Yeah. Like, because how are you going to run 690 bubble screens and have negative 27 yards in total out of all those plays? Don't make sense to me. It makes sense to me because you had Devontae Smith as the lead blocker, who's literally a stick figure.
Right.
Poor coaching job. Anything else?
Announcement
time.
So, you don't even know this, but I mean, we've talked about it a little. After this NFL season is over, presumably after the Super Bowl, maybe sooner, I don't know. I will no longer be on the pod for a while. Probably until draft day.
Okay.
I might come back.
Okay.
More than likely until next season.
Okay.
Just busier, looking for a job, bunch of IRL stuff. So, I'll probably be here until the Super Bowl. But yeah, that's the announcement.
Okay.
You and Mario are gonna have.
Well, he's going to the military soon, so
Is he?
might as
So
well
this is
put
just gonna.
the podcast on pause. Honestly, I honestly might do content myself on my own channel, which you guys have seen in comments. But we'll see. But stay tuned. February 2nd is when I'm going to see my surgeon for my wrist. So I'll definitely be down and out for 2 months after I have surgery.
2 months, damn! I'm gonna have to edit the last couple of videos, huh?
Well, that depends on when my surgery is. If it's past February 11, we'll be fine, because the Super Bowl is February 11th. So we'll see. If it's sooner, then you might have to edit the last couple of videos. I'll let you know. I'll update you because I communicate anyway. But yeah, finally after 6 years, almost 6 years, I've been dealing with my growth plate being separated from, or longer than the one side. So I'm having the one part of my wrist being shaved off, so then I can be back to full strength, because it was getting to the point where I was struggling to carry in groceries. Like, I wasn't struggling because it was heavy, but the pain and the numbness and the tingling were big things. Yeah. So, and I couldn't even do my full sets at the gym either. My dumbass did 55 with my right and 10 with my left, and
that's how you get
lopsided.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until my friend yelled at me saying, no, you can't do that. So I just stopped doing stuff with my arms. So I just focused on like legs and lower body and cardio, stuff like that. Anyways, but yeah, so you have that announcement. It's very important. So I appreciate all 85 subscribers. It's been a journey. Thank you guys for watching everything we do. Definitely feel free to join the Discord. I'm going to try and do everything I can to keep that active, because if I'm not going to be able to record and do that, I want to make sure we can talk football in the server. So please check out the server in the link below. I hope everyone has a great night. And if you're a fan of the teams in the Super Bowl, in the championship games, let me know. Leave down in the comment below your Super Bowl predictions.
Go Lions!
Go Lions! Go Ravens! Have a great night. Peace.